And yours?
He hasn't sent them. Oh, this is Predict Score, episode 14. This is the September review, quite a short one because of a lot of postponements.
Yeah, not many games.
Oh, Carl, Nobby's doing his now. You doing yours now, Nobby?
Carlos Fandini's doing them later.
Yeah.
So yeah, no matches because international break this week where England could get relegated.
England will lose both games.
I don't think they will.
They won't win in Italy.
I think they'll
They'll
draw.
against
They won't go to Italy and win. And they'll get beat by Germany.
0-0 ball, one each.
Yeah, we'll get beat by Germany at home.
I don't think we will.
Be 0-0 one each against thing.
The new Wembley isn't the same.
No, but I just think it will be. I think we've drawn 2, lost 2, so I think we'll end up with 4 draws and 2 losses, and we got stuffed by Hungary, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Tony will start the first one because of all. There's no point bringing him into the team.
You've got to
get him.
The thing is, you should now. These are only 2 games for Sourgate. These are the warm-up games.
These
the
are
World
the
Cup. So you've got to play your strong squad.
They're not friendly. They're proper competitive games.
It's got to be Pope in it. Because
Ramsdale.
Pickford can't be there.
Ramsdale.
Pickford's injured.
You got a case for all.
I'll go with Pope. I think my player was almost Nick Pope because I think he's played awesome for Newcastle.
He is playing well, yeah.
So is Ramsdale.
But the only problem with Pope, he looks like Bambi on ice with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he can't
The
play
thing
out.
with Ramsdale, he's got a good defence, so you can't see.
Yeah.
Arsenal are better defending than obviously Forest and Newcastle.
Yeah.
So Henderson sees more goals shots at his goal than anybody.
Yeah. He made a cracking save there, didn't he, against Fulham? He did make a good save.
He didn't for 3 of them, though.
No, that was defensive
In 6
errors.
minutes.
Obviously you were gutted, weren't you?
Yeah. That's twice now in the second half.
That's not good.
Fulham and Bournemouth.
Right, so do you want to do yours first?
Yep. Okay, well, I've gone for the goal of the October, the one we've done. I've gone for Maddison's. I like it. It's just the way it came to me. A little dink.
Yeah, that was
nice.
But there were so many good goals in there. You had so many from Son and that,
I did like that technique he did.
Yeah, he just dinked over. Because even then, I was watching it at home and I just would give it whoa,
I watched the replay a couple of times to see how he actually hit that over the top.
Yeah, because, he's against Lloris. Lloris is a good keeper, so to still do it over him.
I know it's get branded about world class, but I'd say Lloris is world class.
Yeah.
He makes some
You don't hear a lot about him. He's not always in the news, but he's a solid goalkeeper.
He's a World Cup winner.
He's superb. He's been superb at Spurs. Absolutely superb.
He's been consistent. Just like Schmeichel was at Leicester. You had that consistent, haven't you?
So not many mistakes. I can't recall many mistakes from him.
He doesn't make many.
And the match had to be Leicester versus.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have gone
because it was just 2 each. It was like, wow, this great, and then just kicked in once Sun come on.
Yeah.
So.
Leicester fans were thinking, shit, he hasn't scored for 8 games. He's due he is quality.
You had it the other way around. You had Kane hat-trick, Son to score his first goal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, right, okay. It was a hat-trick, you're right.
Yeah, it was.
Son, he's absolute quality. When he's on form, he's absolute. He is world-class, without a shadow of doubt.
That front 3 is as good as any in the league.
Yeah.
The Kane, Son, Kulusevski.
I just hope Conte can hold Spurs together so they don't bottle it like they always do.
Well, now's the chance, isn't it?
Now is their chance.
Because Man United are not going to do anything, no offence.
Yeah, no, well,
Liverpool
we might be
are
up there. We might be in the top 5 this year.
I still not... The big thing... we're going off subject here. For me to consider Arsenal title contenders is their next 2 games.
Yes.
And it's Tottenham
and then Liverpool.
A North-East derby, and then Liverpool. That if they get something against them 2, then I think they can be. They could do something this season.
Yeah.
But go on, Dino.
Okay. The player, although you could have went for Son, Jesus, or them Haaland, obviously, but I've gone for Kane because he's just always there. He's all the right place. That goal he scored against Leicester, he was to time it well to get the back post, and against Forest, he's just
best passer of the ball,
he just seems to be always there. So I'm going for the trusty Kane, and hopefully he can do something in the World Cup.
King Kane.
We need him.
King Kane.
Yeah,
You'd have him in Man United's team, so don't.
No,
I'll say if he scores the winning goal in the World Cup, I think we'd have anything.
I've just seen Nobby's choices as well.
Okay.
Could have got an Irons in him.
Team, I was going to go Brighton.
You're impressed, yeah.
But they've only played one game in
September,
September. Sorry, so I've gone for Tottenham because they're up there.
They are.
They're up there, and they keep getting the wins. The 2-1 against Fulham and that.
They're looking like how they did under Poch's first sort of.
But we know what Tottenham are good for.
I know.
Get up there and then just blow it away.
Yeah.
So, team failing expectations. I've gone for Crystal Palace because they're like fifth bottom. I
know.
You know, the players they got. They're a mid-table team.
But haven't they played a game less?
One game less.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I
thought
I don't know who the game in hand is against. I can't remember who they were supposed to play the weekend. But.
Brighton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it? So, you know, still not an easy one.
And weren't they supposed to play Man United?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Is that...
So that was it, then.
Okay, nice one.
Okay.
Want to do yours?
Well, I'll do mine. We've got Carlos's in, but I'll do mine next. I've gone for Son's first goal at Leicester. Just if you watch it from the behind, the bend he puts on that ball.
You could pick every single his goal.
You've got to love a goal that hits the inside the post, or when the underside of the bar.
The sound it makes.
There's something about the underside of the bar or the inside of the post. It's just
makes the goal better, don't it? Even though it's the same,
because
it just makes it
when it hits the back of the net like a really good rocket shot. But when you hear it hit the post or hit especially the underside of the bar, they're the best. But I mean, the bend he put on that, he knew exactly where he was putting that, and that was fantastic. Great goal.
He would get in any team.
He'd get in any team in the world. He would right now. I've gone for the Man United Arsenal game.
Obviously.
We have to say
it was a good game.
Predict
it was a good game.
Score viewers if there's anyone watching. I don't know. Our man here is a Man United fan.
Is there any doubt that I'm a Man United fan? But I think it was great because
I'm yet to have a Forest game that I can actually say I'm happy with.
The reason I like it is Man United obviously lost the first two games and everybody was writing them off. Saying, oh God, they're awful.
But they were awful.
Ten Hag's going to get the sack, and he comes in with he brings in Anthony, and then we absolutely perform on the day. And Arsenal, who at the time were top of the league, looking unbeaten.
We do a bet every time he plays now to get sent off.
They came to Old Trafford and we walked all over them.
He's going to get sent.
For me, that was proof, if proof was needed, that Man United will be.
It was a good game. I watched that game.
Top
it was a
five
good game. So.
Yeah, it was good.
Your match.
The player. Right. I've gone for Haaland.
Oh, sorry.
That's the match. Player for me is Haaland.
That's what. That was me as well. Yeah. But you can't pick him every year. So that's why I just went. He's going to break records, isn't he? Everywhere.
You've just got to watch him off the ball. Watch his movement. He's everywhere. Yeah. And they just can't keep hold of him.
He's played 10 games for Man City.
Yeah.
And they've scored in his 10 games that he's played. They've scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
This is another stat.
Okay.
He's scored 14 of them. Yeah. 30 goals.
Wasn't it in the Champions League? They hadn't had a shot until like the 70th minute or something, and then he gets one shot.
I mean that side foot, head height, side foot in.
Bloke could just turn a game quickly.
I keep saying it. He could still play for England.
The team I'm most impressed by at the moment is Brighton, but that was Graham Potter's Brighton.
Yeah.
They got now Zebri or something.
Yeah, I saw someone.
Guardiola likes him.
But we'll see.
We'll see if Chelsea can be in this now.
We'll see if they carry on. But they've been an outstanding Brighton. They really have played some good football. Even though they've sold a couple of players, really good players, they've carried on. So it's down to the manager, and I think now Graham Potter's gone.
Could be a different Brighton.
Yeah, and the team for me that's underperforming is West Ham. They're in relegation. They're flirting with relegation now. Where last year they were
losing to Everton.
They were top five. They were top 5, top 6.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in Europe for God's sake.
Do any of us think in January Chelsea will come in for Rice? In January, just after the World Cup,
maybe.
I think.
The World Cup always shakes up the transfer market.
You never know, might go for a few Brighton players as well.
I'm just saying, is his time now? Because West Ham are not. If they've had a poor start, they're not going to get up there. They've got to win some games.
They have got to win a lot of games now.
And there aren't many games left from now to November.
Well, they've got to beat
when does the World Cup?
them.
I know when it starts. When does the Premier League start? Is it a week before?
Must be, yeah.
So there ain't a lot of time.
That's the thing. West Ham now have got to beat everybody around them. They can't. I mean, okay, you got top 4 teams that they last year they were what top? They were 5th or 6th.
There's games on the 13th of November.
And that's when it stops.
And
it starts the 18th, I think.
It starts the 20th now because the Qatar brought their first game back.
Okay.
So.
What a riveting game that will be.
That was a midweek game. No, so yeah.
Is that yours done then?
That's me
last
done.
one's 13th of November.
Right, so they're only a lot of time then, really.
Fulham, Man United and Villa Brighton.
So what's that then? From September, well, it'll be October, won't it? So it'll be, 6 games left till the World Cup starts?
It'll be many.
We have to do a shout out for Phil because Filiano's not here, so he hasn't done his...
Man down. Yeah.
So bless him. He's probably a bit worried that Leicester might get relegated, but I don't think they will.
I keep scanning the news to see if Rodgers has been sacked every morning. Has he been sacked yet? No.
Yeah. Are they going to do it, or is he going to walk? But
they'll sack him. Is yours next, or
I'll do mine. Mine. My goal is the second goal that Son scored against Leicester. I like all 3.
Yeah, I mean,
I just like the way little beautiful little pass. I've got to say again from Harry Kane. They're best buddies. They are. And just the way he curled it in, no keeper was going to save that.
That was
just beautiful. The first goal, I agree with you, Wayne. It was awesome.
No, like I say, you could pick either of them.
Yeah,
fantastic goals.
Even the way the third one, even though he sort of, I think he scuffed it a bit. The breakaway was awesome to watch, and that's why my match is Tottenham 6, Leicester 2. It's just 8 goals in a game. You'd be. It must be something else if that game isn't being your top game, because it was just brilliant attacking football. Even Leicester, I've got to give James Maddison a shout. Even though they're struggling, he's not been picked for the squad, is he?
No, he's not been picked for this squad. I don't think he's been picked for the World Cup squad either.
Is he picked the squad yet? I don't think that's the squad.
No. I think
this is just the Nations League.
Yeah, but then there's the World Cup. The Nations League squad is different to the World Cup squad.
But he hasn't picked that yet, is he?
No, but it will be different. It will be different. It'll be a different squad.
But anyway, so that my player, I'm going for Kevin De Bruyne because 6 assists in 7 games. He's played.
You know what? I watched a video about him from when he was a kid. He was put into foster. Because they didn't like it, they thought he was odd. He was quiet and strange, and
he's got them weird Ed Sheeran eyes.
Yeah, he focused on his football.
Yeah,
and he went away. And when he became good, his foster family went, we'll have you back now. Now you're making money. And he went, no, I'm all right now. But he was passed around for children's homes because he was a bit quiet and a bit withdrawn. But he went from the kids' team straight into the first team at Genk and scored on his debut.
I think he's one of the best.
Honestly, the life he's had a tough old life, and he's proved a lot of people wrong.
He's pivotal to quality. Belgium. If Belgium are going to do anything, I think this is Belgium's last chance to win the World Cup with that generation. He is pivotal.
Yeah,
he really is pivotal.
He is absolutely.
Just I could watch him all day.
Yeah.
The way he plays football, and he's pivotal to Man City.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's really come on at City. He was okay at Chelsea, but he's absolutely transformed at City.
If you find the right team, you can find that spark, can't you? You can become that player.
Yeah.
Some players are different. They can be.
The thing is, you could be a great player like him, but in a crap team. And you could be making all the best passes in the world. If somebody's not latched onto the end of it and scoring, you're not getting an assist. You're not getting an assist, are you?
I think he's a great player, but in a different team, he might not be the great player. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I always thought he would got snapped up by Arsenal, but they.
Zaha?
Yeah,
I think he's got to be underachiever of the year. That guy. He's had the opportunities. He was at Man United, underachieved. He's been there. He's been at the top teams, and he just hasn't performed.
So I was going Kevin De Bruyne. My team is Fulham because the way they've played football, Marco Silva, give him massive credit. Mitrovic,
Didn't
obviously,
score past us.
I mean, Mitchell.
I'm still having that.
yes, but they beat
Still
you.
in having that.
They
He
beat
couldn't
you.
score
They
past
beat
us,
you at
and he couldn't
home.
score passes in the
Your
championship.
supposed relegation rivals
So I'm still having it.
turned you over.
Yeah, I mean Mitrovic. I mean, I remember him from years when he was when he was in.
He's a potato head, isn't he?
He looks a different player now. He looks totally different. But yeah, quality.
Everyone
Doing
thought
well.
Fulham was going to be
The whipping boys.
whipping boys.
Yeah.
I didn't have them relegated on my league, if you remember.
No, you didn't.
No.
I don't. I
I
think
had
I
Everton,
have.
Everton, Forest, and Bournemouth. I did.
Yours is looking most likely at the
I got
minute.
Forest in the right place at the moment.
Yeah. Just the way they're fifth at the minute.
Yeah.
The way they're performing, they go for every team. They're not frightened of. They even when they have lost.
Yeah.
They still look like they've still scored goals.
That's the. I mean, remember? Was it Sheffield? Which Sheffield team was in the Premier League?
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United. They did it. They weren't afraid of anybody. They just went and right, we're going to play our football, and they did really well for a season.
But it's whether they can. I think they will stay up. But, I know it's early doors yet. There's only been 8 games, but it's a good showing. It's whether they can stay up and then establish themselves again like they did when they first come up as a Premier League team. Can they do that? It's or are they going to be like a Burnley or Baggies or Bournemouth, stay up for a few seasons and then get relegated? That's what they need to do. So I hope they do. But we shall see whether they do. And then my worst team that is underachieving is Leicester.
Yeah.
I just think with the talent they've got, they don't go from an FA Cup winning team. I know they won the Premier League in 2016, and then they also won the Community Shield. They don't go from that team to this now. They cut. I know they've lost a few players.
They've drawn 1 in 7. haven't
They lost 5-2 to Brighton and 6-2 to Tottenham.
Yeah.
So,
They're conceding.
Like I say, they're
Schmeichel's a big loss.
Second team in the Premier League's history, or top flight history.
My son said
Shipped
that a few
22
times.
goals.
Sometimes said, I think Schmeichel would have saved that. I'm not, dissing the goalkeeper or anything, but just saying, look at some of the shots he's had against him.
I mean,
Schmeichel was more.
22 in 7. That's an average of just over 3 a game.
Yeah.
Shipping out.
But they are still scoring.
They are scoring, but they're just not scoring enough.
That's
They're
the
letting
thing.
Too many in.
If they can stop, they've risen from where they've come because they were in League One.
Yeah.
Obviously went back up to the Championship, and then the season before they won the Premier League.
Yeah.
Hi Blake.
Yeah. Leicester are missing a leader. They haven't got the Wesley Morgan.
Yeah,
yet.
Wesley Morgan's
They haven't got
gone.
Fafana. They haven't got. They didn't have Vardy on the pitch. They're missing a leader. Nobody wants to take ownership of that team. They're all looking.
They've just got to rebuild. I would still stick. I know people say Rodgers don't. Maybe he doesn't want to be there. I don't know the whole
If he
truth
doesn't
about
want to be
Rodgers.
there, then do the decent thing and walk.
Maybe
Don't
his
drag the
time
team.
is up, but you've got to give him some credit for what he has done with that team. He's won the FA Cup.
Yeah, for what he's done in the past. But this year, he just looks. I don't know. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, and he'll get 10 million if he walks. So if they sack him, it's mad.
But who
Somebody
knows?
said to me I was going to get 10 million for walking out that door. I'd be off.
Is he only going to get it if he gets the sack?
But he won't. He
Yeah,
won't. Where would he
that'll
get a
be the
job? Where would Brendan Rodgers get a job?
I
Championship.
got a mate that I play darts with, and he's a Leicester fan, and he just keeps wanting to go. But
Have we done Carlos's?
Yeah, let's do Carlos. Nobby's gone for Son's second goal
Yes.
as his goal of the season. Game, he's gone Brighton 5, Leicester 2.
speaking, that was a good one.
That was a good game.
McAllister
It
could
was
have been good player. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean that was,
goal that didn't exist.
The goal that he got.
I know.
What a worldie!
That was
that would
a-
have been. That would have been. Goal
Yeah,
of
that
the-
would have been my pick. That would have been.
Favourite player, he's gone for King Kane. It says King
King
Kane.
Kane.
It says King Kane right there. King
Carlos
Kane.
knows. He knows it. Don't you, kid?
Yeah, he's done well.
Best team. He originally put West Ham, then corrected it. Sorry, I meant Brighton.
Yeah.
So yeah, best team Brighton, which I think we're all in agreement they've done really well. And underachievers is Leicester.
Yeah.
Which I think we all are all in.
They've got Tillemans.
Yeah.
Who was
I can't
Liverpool
believe
was
he didn't go.
sniffing at him.
Newcastle,
Chelsea.
Newcastle were after Madison.
If he turns on, Madison's player, but when he turns on,
I just need to ask this question because who would you rather have in your if you could have in your team? Forest, Man United. I won't say Barnsley, but Mason Mount or James Maddison?
Madison.
He's more attacking.
Exactly.
Mount disappears.
What does Mount do?
He disappears.
What does he do?
He
I
disappears.
haven't got a vendetta against the kid,
No.
but what does he do?
He disappears in games. That's what I think.
He's like another Tom Cleverley.
Yeah.
He's a better version of Tom Cleverley then. That when he played for England, he was a safe option for Roy Hodgson. And Mason Mount is one of these players that will end up getting 50, 60 chuffing caps
With no end product.
Yeah. So I can't understand why he's again. If you're going on form, this has turned into a bit of an England one. Why is Harry Maguire in the team? Why is Marcus Rashford in the team? In the squad?
If it's supposed to be based on form.
Yeah, it's based on form. Harry Maguire shouldn't even be anywhere near that squad.
You know,
there's a few that shouldn't. I think it's named. So
is Trent Alexander-Arnold in the squad?
Even Grant, he's a
he can't defend.
Fan has said he can't defend for nuts. He's great on the attack.
Why don't they play him right midfield? Be another Beckham or something. Because he can pass and cross the ball like it, and he's got a strike on him, but he can't defend. It's all this new wing back, you know.
He gets turned inside out every game.
So yeah, that was just my question. I can't. These players like Harvey Barnes not getting a chance. Dan Burn from is it Newcastle?
Yeah,
he's not getting a chance. You know, we're crying out for. And also, would you have, if you could? Because our only centre half I can see that's performing well is John Stones, but as much as I like him, he's always got a mistake in him.
Yeah, he has.
Would you have, if we did play 4 at the back, which no teams seem to play that, would you try and mould Reece James into a centre half? Because how quick he is, because he's the next replacement for Kyle Walker, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have Trent in the team for defensively. I do like Trippier.
I think with Reece James, he's good at attacking there. So
exactly.
If you put him as a centre back, he's got to stay back a bit more.
But then, could he become an attacking centre half? Because that's what it seems to be.
You don't see many of them.
I just think we're struggling to produce centre halves anymore. Yeah. We really are. But yeah. So is that all? Is that all we're doing?
That's us today,
so
I think.
Do we want to say bye? Do you want to say?
See you later. Skal. Subscribe and like.
Yeah. Subscribe and like. Skal.
Skal.
See you later.